Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in Lustrum, in the Hanged Man, which might be a little bit more real than you'd think at first. This city is a city of working people, and they are working in harsh conditions. It's all snowy, and yeah, we're hopefully gonna work as well. We need to get money. We need money. Where's my money? Where's my money? Where is it actually? Can I tell how my money is right now? I can if I click over there. 1100. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. We're gonna look at our missions right now. Having found Lustrum is a pretty good thing. In last episode we came over here. We didn't buy a round for everybody. How much does that cost? 10. That's pretty good. I like paying for people's booze. Let's approach the figure in the counter, or the corner, rather, first. It sits wrapped in a dusty, disintegrated shroud, nursing a flagon that never goes to where its lips presumably are. Oh boy. The cloaked figure beckons to you. Valuables for sale, it wheezes, its voice throaty and high-pitched. Exchange for buried time, yes please? It offers unusual relics in exchange for a few rusted coins that would barely buy transport to anywhere else. So this is Mr. Pennies, which is a word that, for me, as a Portuguese person, is hilarious. I never laughed on camera and any time I said the word pennies, because, well, it means penis in Portuguese. How do you pronounce it in English? Let's not dwell on that. It means, yes, it means that. The phallic organ. And it's just, yeah, so it says Mr. Pennies over here. It's all fine. It's fine. We can exchange ours for an otherworldly artifact. Now, I think I have some otherworldly artifacts around here. I have one. I don't have, as it turns out, unseasoned hours, but those are actually things that we can buy. These are the hold possessions, not possessions. So it's interesting. And exchange your hours for money. We can also sell hours. Oh. So Mr. Pennies over here is the one that is gonna, well, pay us for our work in the mountain. If we do indeed work in the mountain. Let's talk to Mr. Pennies then. The miners try to ignore it. It's interesting as well that we're talking about it. But it must have some reason to bother setting up its stall here. Everything ends, the figure wheezes. Even law. For everything a reckoning. Need help, need hours. Postpone reckoning. Shadows with thistle ropes and broken wings waiting on riverbank to catch final breath. Everything dies. Must outlast. We trade, yes? Trade hours. We trade hours now, yes? Good quality merchandise. Huh. It's quite a character, I would say. Or maybe it isn't a character at all. It's an it. I don't know. Could be a monster. I mean, I guess a monster could still be a character. Could be just a force of nature. So, let's see. So, we have, I don't remember if we have explored Lustrum. Let's not, nope, we have not. Or have we? I don't know. We'll figure it out in a little bit. It's been 3 days since so today is Monday. It's been 4 days since I recorded the last episode. So let's buy. So we can speak with a weary prospector. He's tired of the mud, sick of the snow. He's going home just as soon as he can find someone to take on his claim. Aha! So we're not going to need to buy a claim. I knew I did well in not buying one. This will purchase you a claim that can at best be described as, quote, adequate. You may have better or worse luck seeking out your own. Well, that's gonna cost me 200. My terror is not too awful. My nightmares are sort of bad. Let's do this. No written contracts are needed in a town where most folks struggle with reading. He spits in his palm and holds the expectorate out. That means spit. That's what it means. I'm gonna shake on it, although... Should I? Let's shake on it. That's gonna bring my terror up. Huh. You grit your teeth, spit in your hand, and shake. You'll take the first opportunity to scrub your hand clean of any diseases you've just been exposed to. The weary prospector nods approvingly and calls over an hour harker. She will escort you to your new claim whenever you like. I think, yeah, the claim fields. I need to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did get one terror. Okay, that's not too bad. I find that it's very reassuring to know that what our skin is best at. It's really a protective thing around our body. It's meant to keep us away from bad things. Usually, skin contact can be a problem. I mean, not say usually. Sometimes it can be a problem, but for diseases, I'm not a doctor, so let's pretend that you can't get disease by touching things. Anyway, the 1% pretend with a terror. Or I guess 99% pretend. Let's see, we can recruit the Rat Brigade. Oi, down here! 3 rats glower up at you from below a table where spilt beer has trickled down to form a rat-reachable puddle. A rat-reachable puddle? That is a thing! The smallest, most scarred rat is called Cinders with a C. She introduces her companions. This, she indicates the rat wearing goggles, is my second, Petronella, our mechanic. She gestures towards a rat with glossy fur. And this is our agent provocateur, Albrecht. The rat inclines his head. We need a locomotive. These battle-hardened rats are all that remain of the Rat Regiment, a mercenary company active in the early days of the Winchester War. Used to be a dozen of us, the best sappers around, says Cinders. Now look at us. Her whiskers twitch. Time for that later. We'll pay, Doc. You'll pay? Well, they just come in. They're now aboard my engine. I am happy to have them. Rats are amazing. Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't even have a choice. My terror didn't go down. Terrible things. Let's see. You approach the figure and did that. So let's buy a round and see what happens. Actually, prospectors are not trusting people. Every new arrival is more competition. But while the drinks last, you're welcome to sit at their table. An elderly prospector and a hulking, scarred miner move aside to give you just enough space to squeeze in. Everybody seems to be talking shop. More importantly, everyone at this table appears to have had at least some luck out here. That's pretty good. Let's listen to gossip about the mountain first. They might have ideas on where to look for a claim. Those newcomers reckon they've got it made digging in the mud. Don't realize the geodes is cold, do they? Hardens the muck. If you're not breaking your back, you're not doing it right. Serves them right for thinking a claim that just out of town's going to pay out. The geode's cold. You mean the... Huh. Right. It freezes the mud. Or, I suppose that, because it's cold, hardens the muck. That's what he means. So if you're just digging in the mud, there's nothing there. That's quite interesting. I should probably remember that. However... Oh, I needed a 10. I thought I needed 20. That's fine. Okay, let's return to the street. So the Murgatroyd's Golden Tea Shop, I've been there already. Let me just make sure I have. I've enjoyed my lovely cup of tea. Visit the Windward Company, I've done that as well. Tensions between the company and the Tackities grow day by day. This is where they gave me the quest for me to get the things, but they're close to me. Did they actually? I think I did get the quest. So let's explore Lustrum, just to make sure I did get everything. Your boots crunch through the snow, clean and bright, lacking the lingering sadness of London's ammonia-suffused lacquer, I believe is how it's pronounced. Ammonia-suffused. I don't know what suffused means. In context, I believe it means infused. But that's bad. Ammonia is pee. For the most part. It can be used for many things, of course. It's not pee. Pee has ammonia. That's what I mean. Or does it have ammonia, or does it become ammonia because of chemical reactions when you just leave pee out? I don't fully know, actually. Maybe it doesn't have ammonia. That sounds kind of bad for your system. The townspeople nod. I don't know why London would have. That's what I mean. I don't know why this is a thing. The townspeople nod politely to you, a distinguished visitor, but avert their eyes from the grizzled prospectors and get-rich-quick merchants who have taken over their slice of civilization on the mountain. They wait impatiently for a day when the mountain has nothing more to offer, and the uncouth invaders finally leave, hoping that something still remains when all of value has finally been plundered. What was briefly a modest, pleasant town on the mother of mountains now runs on increasingly desperate dreams of riches. Fools sell their fortunes for the chance to mine years from the mountain's frozen sides. Sharper minds sell pickaxes, and we read that already. Now, that was just... I don't remember the first description, though. But that second one, I think it might have been what we had just when we entered. But either way, we can now go to the claim fields. Attempt to climb the mountain in search of singing caves. Oh, that's quite something. 12% is terrible, though. It's quite some, promises good things. So we have been here, your very own claim on the mountain. It is marked off by frayed ropes wrapped around tent pegs, as you'd expect. Oh, well, let's see. Your claim was expensive. Well, not really. But any hours below the surface are yours. That would be hours that we're going to mine that are below the ground. Of course, your crew will handle the actual mining. And so I can assign a crew member to work on my claim. One crew member will do little good here. One more might help. Assign 5 crew to work on your claim. Okay, they were hired to work for you. Nobody said anything about it being exclusively working on your locomotive. You will get your crew back later, assuming you have space and there are no accidents on site. The more crew you assign, the faster new hours will be ready for collection. Now, this is quite interesting. I'm gonna do that. That is... Crew, you're a little short-handed. When you have fewer crew than your locomotive's minimum safe manning, things will begin to go wrong. You can take on more crew at major ports like New Winchester, or at many smaller ports as well. Thank you, that's actually good. I need to look at what the safe situation is for this locomotive. Your chosen crew disembarks? I don't know. Both volunteers and volunteered. They should quickly get the hang of things. Now, this is probably going to take days. Order your crew to begin mining. Assign a crew member to... So you can have like a custom retrieve your crew. So I can do that. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's return to the claim fields. Right. Now, how do I tell? Perhaps not. Okay. So how do I tell what the minimum is? The safe. It's kind of important, isn't it? Can carry a maximum of 10 crew. I would think we'd get a warning, maybe? It's important to remember that I have this here. Because these are... oh, yeah, that's where the prospects goes. Perhaps not. Don't abandon that yet. Oh, that's probably what we're tracking. That's what's showing up on the screen. Yeah. So I'm gonna think that my my crew is at a good position right now. So let's go to my claim fields, and right here we can retrieve, we can assign more crew, and we can order. So there's hours in the mountains that if you get them out, they'll make you rich. Well, certainly not the crew that's going to work for it. Once you do this, you'll not be able to recall your crew until after collecting your next shipment of hours. Let's do that. The quartermaster hands out pickaxes and food rations. The crew begins digging. Since you don't have access to furnaces large or powerful enough to get the most out of the mountain's larger geodes, they'll focus on filling barrels with unseasoned hours. You can sell these at other ports. It will be some time before they have dug out enough. You should return later. Yes, I should. Yes, I should. An occurrence. Your Lustrum prospecting quality is now returned to Lustrum in a month to pick up those of your crew you assigned to mining. That's good enough. I like that. Okay, so now one thing we are definitely going to need to do is buy supplies. We're also going to need to look at our quests over here and also figure out what the heck this is. So these... Can I just drag? I can't drag. We have flowers for titanium. Right. Right, right, right. Okay, so this is important because I like Port Avon, for example. I don't even know if we can go there. Well, we definitely need to go to Port New Winchester, or just New Winchester. So it's not a problem. But I will need Southwest. Oh, yeah, we can go to Titania. That sounds like a good thing. Sacks of verdant seeds, so we probably won't be able to buy any of them over here. But at least I know what I want. Yeah, we have barrels of unseasoned hours. The game's very quiet right now. I changed the sound levels, but I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot going on. There's no soundtrack or anything, so it's, yeah, we can try that over here. Like, I brought it from 40 to 30. And you can definitely hear, yeah, there's a difference. There's quite a difference there, actually. So, we're gonna leave here, but before I do that, let's explore again, because I need to buy... I'm gonna go with, well... The thing is this. The thing is this. If I want to do this, which I do, I will need to do... Where's the shop? This. Okay. I'll need to buy... We have 12? Oh. Oh, 12 is pretty good. 12 is pretty good. So I want to have 4 of each. So I'll need that and that and that and that. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we're good to go. Ka-ching! All great stuff. Let's leave Port Lustrum. Actually, just Lustrum. And let's look at our quest before we do that, because this is what I was thinking of. So... that's my ambition. That is just general. That is goes over, and that doesn't matter. This is important because we're definitely going back there. So we're probably going to Magdalene first and foremost, but immediately we're going north because I want to pay a debt that we have to a thing. On the trail, let's see. The colonists on Hebrus have all disappeared. What could have happened to them? The humiliated magician has requested you to bring him a suitcase from his house in Port Prosper. So I need to go to Port Prosper. Of that, I knew already. Or that I knew. So I think the first, let's press tab. The first thing to do is go to New Winchester. After we go over there. So we're going to go to Carillon over there. That's just bad news, isn't it? Let's see, horror. Yeah, that's good enough. So we can tell that's horror and a wonder. Sounds good. Let's go. Now, what I was referring to about the little arrows. Hi, aren't you grand? Yeah, you stay there. I kind of want to go over through here. Our horror is increasing. It looked like it. It didn't stop being 1. Are we stuck? We're moving. Oh yeah, we're moving. Okay. I just want to make sure I find the claim fields. These are the claim fields. Are you kidding me? Really? It's a discrete area. Thought it was just over there in the mountain. Huh. Anyway, we have a month, so we need to come here somehow or somewhen in September. Somewhen is not a word I like using too much. Don't crash. Thank you. Very good skills here that I have. And of course, finding all the areas gives us experience, which is nice. But honestly, the exploration for experience is not really, in my opinion, where it's at. You just want to really kill the terrible creatures that exist all over the place, especially if you're playing like I am on non-permadeath mode. Speaking of which, let us get that. So, yeah, we're going to have good things. So we got the Jared. The wreck gleams with frost. 94% to enter through the shattered windscreens. Tling-tling. Your driver pulls your locomotive alongside, and in a manner of amazingness, that's words. One vision of heavens. A silver idol rests inside the cage. 4 wings extend from its hunched shoulders. Made from moonstone, your navigator says in a hushed voice, to amplify the light of the stars. And now we get attacked. We didn't get attacked. This is great. A vision of heaven. O'Sullivan's sight. O'Sullivan? I actually don't know how to say that. Anyway, we're crossing here. There's another one of those whales. They look like whales. Don't question me. There's another one. There's another one. That's definitely not going to be a danger or anything. Now, this is probably going to be an inspection area. Oh. No, of course. This is the, right. Resupply the cache. What did I need to do? Fuel. Sounds good to me. A Skyfarer's death risks drawing the borrower's attention, or so the more superstitious of your crew says. The borrower, though. I don't like the sound of that. Still, there are pragmatic reasons to refill the signal box caches while you can. Lives depend on them depend on them being well stocked. Perhaps your own one day. Perhaps your own already. Absolutely. Your crew's relief at lowering the debt is palpable. Their assistance is willing and eager, making transferring the fuel light work. I was gonna make a joke. Wait, what? What did I click? Oh, it was only one option, but Huh. Sure. Let's leave. I was gonna make a joke about don't pulp the crew's relief, because palpable literally means it means I was gonna say pliable. Pliable is not the word. It means something. If something is palpable, it means that you can touch it and feel it with your hands. And so that was the joke. It wasn't a good joke to begin with, but I don't know the words in English. How do you say that? Pulp? To pulp is not a thing. Unseasoned hours for me. All good things. Very good things. I like it. Okay, so this is a pretty straightforward run. We're just going... Oh, we're starting to hear the nice soundtrack. The Rat Brigade have clambered up to view Carillon. Sarge would speak of this place, says Cinders. Oh, I love having them. How do I tell? I would imagine they're over here. Peculiarities. The Rat Brigade. Are they here in the possessions? There's a passenger, isn't it? The pernickety factor. Wait a minute, is it... Oh, it's one of the... Oh my god, this is amazing! Okay, so we have Hearts and Iron and establishment affiliation. And I don't really need the iron bit. I mean, it's not bad. But I want Hearts and Mirrors. Let's see what the rats are like. They are irons, they have veils. Huh. Affiliation with villainy. Oh, I'll go with that. Can I click on you? We can do this. Well, you can change the thing while not at port, it seems. Scarper lads, they've got guns, says the Rat Brigade. I love it. That's the chief engineer. It's impressive that their engine lasts as long as it did. They must have good reflexes, at least. This is the incautious driver. Yeah, I did not realize, A, that we couldn't change them midway through, but also, more importantly, that we can talk to them. We can gamble with them. The driver has no tolerance for uneventful voyages. When not on duty, they stare through the stained glass windows as if willing excitement to ride in on a wave of disaster. When they take the wheel, the rest of the crew grip the nearest available supports and whisper quiet prayers to various gods. Oh, I don't know if I want to gamble, though. They're probably really good. I mean... then again, they're incautious, so I suppose that's fine. Rumors not intended for your ears suggest the driver is running an illicit poker game in the hold. Okay, let's gamble. Oh, we're gonna fail. Caught in the act, you enter the hold and find the game well underway. The driver sits cross-legged in front of a pile of freshly won sovereigns and 3 newly impoverished members of the crew. A stoker angrily throws an expensive-looking watch onto the pile of winnings and departs in a fury. The driver looks up. Doctor, care to make a wager? The driver deals the cards between the players. The cook and a crewman, whose name you can't place at the moment, watch each other with a barely disguised suspicion. Behind you, a small crowd gathers to see their captain's coin. Well, at least I wasn't thrown right into it, but I'm terrible at this, so no. Maybe when I have the rats here, maybe I'll get a little bit better at this veil situation, but not right now. I'm gonna step away. I'll talk to you later, though. Remaining crew around the circle relax as you stand to leave. The driver shuffles the cards, ready to begin the next round. Yeah, they're pretty good at this. Let the game continue. Bet any future games. No. You can do that, I suppose. Maybe that's not a good thing. The driver nods to you, idly scratching an ear. Just for a moment, you spot something green winding around their fingers. It's just boogers. It's fine. We can converse with them, though. They keep scratching their ear, even while driving. A nervous tick? Or perhaps a sickness that might spread amongst the crew. Why did I do this? What am I doing? What? They say. Oh, yes. The driver scratches again. Oh, it's nothing. Just a little earache, I'm sure. It comes and goes. Their knee trembles with the frustration of being pulled away from the wheel for even this short conversation. See? All fine now. Nah, you're gonna... Yeah, the efficiency of your crew cannot be allowed to slide. You're definitely gonna visit a doctor. And not me. I'm just doctor in title. Not necessary, the driver protests, scratching at their ear with renewed force. A look of pain flashes over their face for a moment. Perhaps, my family knows of a specialist in New Winchester. I think Father owns the building. I think I can call in a favor. Sounds good to me. We're doing that. But we're doing that next episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like as well if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.